All right, good morning. This is my first journal entry for MN662 psychotherapy. Um, so, describe your past experience in mental health or with someone with mental illness. So, my past experience with mental health, I have been a floor psych nurse on and off for the last 12 years. I have worked level 1 psych hospitals in all ages, adolescents up to Jerry Psych. Um, for a period of time, I worked the military unit, um, and I have done corrections as a nurse, not specifically mental health, but definitely the population has a lot of mental health aspects. And I love psych. It's just the place that I just feel more at home. I feel confident. I love to listen to people. I like to empathize. Don't get me wrong, there's some of those diagnoses that I know I have to take a deep breath and prepare mentally to take care of those patients. One big one is borderline personality. That one is probably the biggest one. That is a trigger for me because their traits are so persistent and manipulative, and so it's difficult to engage with someone, but over the years I've learned establishing rapport and establishing boundaries have been the most successful ways to help treat the patient. And it doesn't always work because they don't like boundaries, but setting those expectations when I meet them has been a lot better than either giving into their manipulation and continuing to hurt their diagnoses. And teaching them boundaries is very important. Anyhow, I'm ranting, but what are the reasons you have chosen to work with this population? Um, I've done so. Besides psych, I was a patient safety risk manager for Border Patrol for almost 4 years, and I loved it. I love the data and statistics part of managing a group or managing a population. I've done hospice, which is a lot of psych. If I really think about it, it's a lot of understanding the patient's grief, understanding end of life. I've done home health, again, community, and I always gravitate back to psych. Why? I think I figured it out. I'm a person that likes change. And psych is a new day. It's a new hour. It's just something new every day. Working in a level 1, I recently was managing the adolescent population unit where I had 20 kids. Level 1, so they're a danger to self or others, and so managing that population, at first I was like, no kids, I'm just not that type of nurse, and now I love it. I will do an adult unit, it's not an issue, but I prefer adolescents. It's a whole other world. And why? Because I feel that I have an opportunity to show them the time that I have them. Unfortunately, a lot of the kids that I get are DCS kids or warden of the state or foster kids, so they're there for months until they can find placement for them. And so it's not your typical level 1, 7 to 10 days to stabilize. It usually takes a lot longer because of that perspective for those kids that are state appointed kids. So I'm able to show them routines, and I'm able to show them expectations, and I'm able to show them choices. We're able to do groups that really focus on their emotions and how to manage those emotions, but at their level. And I love that part. Discuss any concerns you have regarding this clinical. Well, I started off on the wrong foot. My preceptor, unfortunately, wasn't able to follow me on my clinical rotation. And so I just scrambled to find someone, and I was able to find Dr. Eugene. There's quite a fee for it, but it'll be worth it. I've heard good things about her from my clinical manager. She's followed others in the past, and so that's always comforting to know. And I haven't done telehealth. It's always been in person, so that's going to be, a different aspect for me too, to see what that looks like. And then identify personal and academic professional goals for the clinical. So I'm not really too involved in groups or into what the social workers or the therapists do, because nursing is a whole other ball game. So I'm interested to see how those therapies go. I'm interested to see, maybe even learn something about myself going through these rotations. And I really want to focus in on the borderline personality, how psychotherapy manages it in conjunction to pharmacology or pharmaceutical therapy. How those two work together is something that I'd really like to see. So yeah, that's it. I'm excited. It's my last clinical rotation, and I did it out of sequence, but I am excited to finish, and I'm excited to start and learn a lot.